Hi. Hello. Um, I hope everyone is doing great this evening. Slash night. Um, dum-dum-dum-dum. I mute this. This goes here, and this goes here. Let me bump up the volume just a tiny bit. There we go. So I played this a little bit, or rather. So we played Starforce once before, right? Like a normal version or what it was. Like Pegasus, I think we did play, or Leo. I don't know. Circa. There are like multiple versions of Starforce games, like the first, second, and the third one. And I think I played the first one time ago. I could be wrong about that. And now we're slipping our head into it again, but rather uh into yes, into a more quality of. There are many changes to this. It's not called Pegasus or anything, is the thing about it, but more DX, as you have seen. It is a more modified version, to say the least, of the first game. And you have to excuse me. It's been like, oof. It has been quite a day. But we'll get into that a bit later. But yeah, this is more of a modified version with a lot of quality of life changes to it, as well as a few additions from the Battle Network games. I haven't read like the entire file of changes, but I also sort of want to keep myself unspoiled as much as possible. But there has been like the biggest change, in my opinion, that is, they removed the entire thing about needing to using the touchscreen at all. Like, this is entirely been removed, and I'm so happy about it. It is still optional to go with the touchscreen, but I prefer not needing to using it. Makes things a bit easier for very obvious reasons. So it has controller support slash keyboard support. This one, which I'm very happy about. You are able to actually play this on your DS, funnily enough. But usually, modifying a game file, like an NDS or DS game, it's not hard by any means, but just getting your fingers nowadays onto one of these, they have really expensive, like, wowas. It's been like, I wanna say like like 20 years now since the S came out. But yeah, I just wanna snoop into this game for today, at the very least. I don't know if I wanna do like an entire playthrough of it, because I think this game was quite long if you include the post game. I also could be wrong on that, but it's like one of your, can you call it a JRPG? I mean, yeah, it's a RPG game nonetheless, but one thing that I sort of remember most of the time from this game, the encounter rate. It was quite abysmal. I don't know if they have changed it or kept it the same, but I did read that they fixed a few things, they changed a few things. Like, one of the additions from Battle Network is like the bug frags, but they're renamed to star frags. Mm. Oh, whoops. I don't wanna. That my phone almost got go off. Let me just mute this. And this time, as usual, we call ourselves Floppy. Since I tend to go by this name almost everywhere. Of course, give me a second. Of course, this happens. I tested it out yesterday, this game here, just to make sure if it actually works. I did play it already once before. Like, you can skip cutscenes. I don't remember if that was an actual thing back then. Lopy. Yeah, there we go. Hmm. Okay, I was a bit confused just for a second again. They've been like near me where I live, there's something that we call Autobahn. And people have been like driving insanely quick You can hear them from like quite far away. Jesus. Um, but yeah, what I wanted to say about this game is I don't know how long we actually gonna intend to play this on stream, or if we even finish this game. I mean, okay, I am playing a really long game already, and it's been going on for quite a long time. And we're very close to finishing it. But yet, um, okay. Picking mail. So, as you can see, there's even like the Pegasus symbol over here. I can actually just change this again. Or should I? And yeah, this is just overall the version. They also made a few changes to the cards, I think. Like, you can now earn star versions of those cards. And they're basically buffed versions of the standard card. Which is very interesting, to say the least. Transfer legend proof. And yeah, we can just turn on the legend difficulty. Legend difficulty is just nothing more. Stronger enemies, little different behavior, and an overall buff to their... Yeah. Just makes the game harder, basically. Hard mode. For now, this is gonna be like, I might do 2-3 streams about this game to see how much I enjoy it. Because one thing about Starforce itself, I grew up with it. Even though I think I only grew up with the second Starforce game and the third one. I think I never gotten in touch with the first one. And today, more or less, will be a somewhat of a shorter stream, because I'm quite tuckered out. I thought about maybe actually skipping today and just, well, throw a stream on tomorrow, but figured then, why not just, quote-unquote, do a one-off. Putting the one-off in the quotations mark here. Because all the changes I haven't really seen yet. Weirdly enough. I did, like, go past... I'm, like, at the space station? Or, like, the... What's it really called? I don't even know. Really, what's it called? Jesus. Like the first thing that you go to after you're basically done with this section here. I've been like mainly skipping through most cutscenes, just wanting to see how the game feels like, how the reworked touchscreen controls work. So it's gonna be... It was very interesting to see, and there are some touchscreen QTEs. Is that what you call them? I mean, like touchscreen interactions. They were sort of forced back then. I think I can skip this for now. Do you need me? No. Yeah, I don't think so. You're okay. Yeah. Our message will be a bunny load. Oh. Ah. There we go. This is why I tend to hate those forced tutorials. I don't mind them too much, but I feel like they should be more or less just optional at this point. Okay, now that we are through with the... I mean, that's also something nice. It is very optional to go through the tutorial in this game. You're able to skip through it, which I'm very happy about. The crusty music. Knocked out cold by electricity. Game over, I suppose. You're a monster. And I really like... Is he called Mega? Or was he called something else? Huh? Ah, Omega. For obvious reasons, I will just name him Omega. What does even FM mean? Like, I'm curious about that. Frequency modulation. So does this just mean planet frequency modulation or something? I don't even remember if you visit the planet in the third game. I think I only played the second game, not to think of it. That's gonna be interesting. I mean, to this day, I'm still hoping that they're redoing like the entire Starforce series for Steam itself. Yet, there will be hope that they surely announce them. Even if they again cost 60 euros, I would consider actually paying for them. But that's the thing. If it's just a one-to-one remake, like a one-to-one port from the Nintendo DS to Steam itself, or from the whatever, from the handheld games, then it's gonna be quite weird if they again want 60 euros for it, because I feel like 30 or 40 euros is usually a good range if it's a port with a lot of different games tied to them. Like, if we now speaking about the Starforce games themselves, like 1 through 3. Ah, the train. Like, if they are not like their own separate thing, then I wanna say if they bundle them up, just slap 40 euros on it and you're good to go. If it's just a one-to-one port. If they put more work into it and do more for the post game or do some changes besides the touchscreen controls, which will be interesting how they gonna implement those to the PC. I haven't touched any of the which one was there again? I have the Dominus collection. Was it Dawn of Sorrow? I don't know how they implemented or ported the touchscreen controls over there. If they just said fuck it and removed them, like you had to. I think I never explained that, but when you defeated bosses on Dawn of Sorrow, you just basically had to draw, I don't know, a pentagram or a heart, I don't know. And if you mess it up, boss respawns with, I think, half the health or something. Hmm. I actually don't know how long I'm gonna go, but certainly today is a bit of a shorter stream because I'm feeling definitely tired today. Wow. Um, one thing I might want to mention, um, might as well just keep it for the end. And this is just basically like the tutorial. I think I should have been able to sort of skip, but at the same time I feel like I shouldn't. And just hearing the music again, it's quite something to say the least. Like, I feel like this is quite unnecessary to say, but just to put it more simple, is man, why are people like this? Sorry about that. But I feel like they could have just kept it a bit shorter and said, yeah, you wanna skip it, or you want the full explanation. Like, nowadays, people just say, yeah. Uh, are there even random encounters while we're up here? I mean, I can just go out with a... I think there are no random encounters at the moment. Yeah. Then we have... Giga Card, Mega Card, Gouge. I think the Gouge was just...
Lopi. The bakery now has Archon Loaf XD.
Nova. Hi, Nova. How... How are you doing? I was kinda got off from that. Jesus Christ. Good afternoon, Obsidian. I hope you're doing great. Are you feeling a little bit better? Good morning to you too. Dearest Nova. You just came into the right time, I suppose. I think this is like also one of the changes. I generally feel like I should just skip this chit chatter. like, that's the boring part usually. The tutorial takes forever. And this is something I think they also did. You're now able to skip it? Ah. Yeah, no, I understand that. I also have this issue. I oftentimes have a big headache or have to fight with my, well, that I just feel dizzy overall. Yeah, I will just skip through this because the tutorial at the start, it just takes ages. Now, I'm good. Yeah, this is something I tend to like. I think this was not like an OG game. Too early. It's not a boss battle, sadly enough. I wish it was a boss battle already. I wouldn't mind just picking up from where I left off yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. See, not even I have a feeling for time anymore. But I hope you feel better, Obsidian. And if you have to go, then I hope you will feel better soonish. Um, Basically, yes. That's how I would at least describe it as. But I'm not really much of a I don't know much about Mega Man, so I wanna say yes. The Mega Man nerd usually tends to be, I wanna say, our dearest Nova. mm, yeah, they don't. That's why I wanna say it's Battle Network, just with improved graphics basically and touchscreen controls. But as per usual, I play a modified version. It adds a few things from Battle Network to this. and a few quality of life changes, like it gets rid of the touchscreen controls, and you are able to play with controller and keyboard if necessary. Oh no, I can skip cutscenes though. I I'm just don't want to skip them. Is the thing. I could do that, but since this is basically a first playthrough of this, like I didn't touch the first Starforce game. So there's Starforce 1, 2, and 3. I only played the second one. The first one I didn't touch. Starforce is also a bit weird because there are two different kinds of versions. There's Starforce 1 Pegasus and Starforce 1 Leo. And for the second game, there is a Ninja and Circa. For the third one, I don't know. One. See, our dearest Nova knows more. PhD Mega Man knowledge. When I playtested this by myself the very first time, I only remember getting beyond, I think, the first boss, I wanna say. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Oh yeah, I think we talked about this one. When I when I played this without the quality of life change thingy Muppet, I think you mentioned something like along these lines. Because I kind of remember reading something similar like that. Is it because the Star Wars games didn't do too well and they just said, yeah, F it, and we don't release it outside of Japan? Or is this something like they released in Japan and in the US, but not in Europe? This is also something weird at times. Sometimes they release something only to the US, but not to Europe. Or the other way around. If we talk about, like, general gaming here. Only 100 HP again. Possible. Right now your math is done correct. So, this is something nice. Still, something I really like to this day. You being able to actually interact with your surroundings and quote unquote unlocking new areas with it. That's something I really tend to like in games. it's just something very interesting. Dun, dun, dun. I only remember something like you find, I think, a battle card like in post game in this area in the second game. Did I read to? Wait. I was trying to talking to this thing. Wait, is this the oven? Was this the oven? I generally would need to read into this stuff like that. Like, sometimes I'm actually curious about what their decision was behind certain things. Like, not releasing the third game outside of Japan. Like, stuff like this can be interesting to learn. I mean, there will be still hope from my side that they gonna release that to Steam, so we actually can also enjoy the final part of this trilogy. Yeah, so this is something I'm actually not. Yeah. I don't know if I actually wanna bother with that, with the mail function. Words are usually enough. Good. Yeah. I think that was cipher mail. Oh yeah, right. And now the defunct Wi-Fi connection. Host. Something I'm actually curious about is if you hook up two monitors with each other or open up another emulator, you're able to play with yourself. Playing with yourself. I should have maybe tried to rephrase that. You can hear really faintly this quote-unquote AI voice talking. But yeah, that's, I think, also something new. That you can see what they give you, like the battle info, the reward and area where you can find them. Has it been only in half an hour? Last night at Vista Point. Was it not talking to someone special? That's something I sort of dislike at certain games. Games only giving you really faint hints what to do. And the game actually not telling you exactly. Yeah, it's this specific person. But I think this is just a section of, yeah. Go to talk people. No! Is that a trance? Personal page. Not usually shown. Ah, yeah. Stalking people, basically. Ooh. Ooh. Really bad vibes. So does this mean Omega? I don't even want to go into that. I think I can change this so I don't have to see this animation each time. Yeah. Cindy White. I think I remember that card. I think it actually dealt a heavy amount of damage to yourself if you're strong. Rockets. Oh. But yeah, I certainly don't know if I really want to finish this game on stream. Or just do a small, I don't know, a couple of streams of this game and just call it them. Because this is like one thing that might wanna keeps on bothering me. Needing to changing the screen over and over again. I mean, I can do that in boss battles. It shouldn't be such a big issue. But rest stage. But doing this for like almost every single battle would be just really annoying. Humans have no idea how busy we are. Because the issue I tend to have with some of these kinds of RPGs is just mainly transfer. Alright. You have so many random encounters at times, to the point where it's just obnoxiously getting anywhere. This is something I'm personally didn't enjoy in some of these games. I mean, I kind of contradict myself here. I I kind of enjoy grinding games and don't mind as much these kinds of high encounter rates, but there can be a limit at times, or rather should be one. And I think Mega Man kinda does a somewhat good job at it, where it's to a point where it's just a little bit annoying for me. Mm, I mean, that's all. What was it again? Why did I stop with Battle Network? I I think I didn't really enjoy the art style and how many encounters there were at times. I think they have been a bit reduced in this one, but I'm not 100% sure. Ground wave. I don't know if I wanna throw this in. Power bomb, HP memory. Straight. Oh yeah, the elements. I kind of forgot about this. Sure. What was it again? There is fire, water. What else? Fire, water. Okay, fire, water. So there should be, I think, grass as well. Ooh. This bunny is getting again very sleepy. Christ. My sleeping schedule has been really messed up recently. I hope I can fix it throughout the next few weeks. Only next week will be a bit weird. My working schedule has been kinda all over the place throughout the weeks, and they are somewhat normal throughout March, so I hope I can fix it during that. Because let me tell you, going to bed at like 10 p.m. every day is fine, but then waking up every 2-3 hours is really annoying. Overall, I tend to be awake till, or usually I tend to be awake till like 1 a.m. at best, and then slowly get ready to bed. Because I tend to only work late shift. But Christ. times it's not really possible. Because due to my neighbors, I think I mentioned that even, they own dogs. I have two neighbors, they both own dogs, and they tend to like bark at random times. It can be 3 a.m., it can be 5 a.m. They start barking non-stop to a point where it's just getting on my nerves. Which I overall... I'm not hating dogs, but at times I just wanna tell my neighbors to please keep the dogs quiet, at least throughout the night time. I don't mind it as much during the day, because weirdly enough, I have no issues with sound, even if they're loud. Like really loud. I like live right next to the street, like to the quote-unquote busy street where I live. But okay, that one's gone. But there overall no biggie with sound at all. I think it was the car. Or at least I think it makes sense. It was in here. Question is, do I want to get more money or do I want to get more cards at the start? I think more money at the start is nice. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. No, like, switching around during these kinds of battles, that is gonna get annoying very quickly. Like, boss battles tend to be only happening once in a while, so... And, well, they have larger health pools, so it makes sense. Ah, there we go. There is our first boss. There I don't mind switching over. Because random encounters are getting really annoying in the long run. Ouch. Okay, that was a bit underwhelming. I'm so used that bosses tend to have like a massive health pool at this point. After playing Dark Souls, after playing just generally harder games, that felt a bit weird. Only 200 HP. Okay, now I'm wondering, could I have been a... Like, wait. How do I look this up again? No. No. Oh yeah, here. Check base. Counter hit jammer. 400 HP max. Wait. HP max, does this just mean a full heal? Or a raise of my HP? Was this a thing? I think HP max was just a full heal at the end of the fight. Well, while I'm here, I can just look around, I suppose. A counter hit? Out of all things. I don't know, like, if you're able... Missiles? If you're able to fight bosses, like in the second game. Missile attack targets non-elemental enemies. Okay, gotcha. And since they added like bug frags to this game, I wonder what you can do with them. Like if you only can get certain cards with them. Longsword. Ah, that was too early. Really, 50 centis. Was it worth it? I don't know. Wait. Should we go back to the train? Maybe there's like a blue thing in there. I I really think the Y button is a new addition to this. I could be wrong. Is there really nothing? Oh, there is. 150 centis, not worth it. Oh, Jesus. Why the hell did my phone just vibrate? Okay, strange. Even though I put it on mute, I still got an email for some reason. Not an email, SMS. Oddly enough, I tend to get still some scam SMS sent on my phone, which is odd, telling me your phone is not working. Please contact us. They're really just hoping that people. I don't even want to say it, but people can be a bit stupid when it comes to very obvious scams at times. Bum, bum. Ooh, salamander. I wonder, would it be wise to get like small strategy going with? Yeah, let me throw in the how it actually works. The grass panel, and then use one of the fire cards, because I think there was something like that where if an enemy was like on a certain panel and you used an element that is strong against it, it took twice the damage on it. Bum, bum. Ah, there they go again. Ugh, not again. uh, I genuinely wonder, what if they had made the anime about Geo instead of Mega Man himself? Like, I'm 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 now really curious how that would have turned out. Because Battle Network back then was really great watching as a child. But I could really misremember. I just know I really liked it to watch it with my big sister back then. I could maybe try to rewatch it tomorrow. Just looking on the side, some things. Just one sec. Yeah, okay. Just had to check if I had something going on tomorrow. So I actually can try to look if I can find somewhere the Battle Network anime and watch a few episodes of it. But usually, how it goes, memories tend to be something nice. But then, if you actually watch it, you really dislike it. Just. uh. Now imagine being called a useless meathead. Jesus Christ, that's quite an insult. Why the hell do you have the English version of it? Is there no German version? So there are only two. Wait, what? So there are only two seasons of the entire anime? I kind of remember there being more than that. Ah, okay. But also makes sense. Usually, since English tends to be more of more universal language, it makes sense there's no German one, really. I wonder if there are, like, German DVDs of the anime. Uh, I could imagine it being like 80 euros or something around that range. Also, don't get me wrong, back then, even now, this guy, instead of a minotaur or a bull, it just looks like a duck. It really looks like a duck to me, with how the mouth and the face is just generally shaped. Um, yeah, just looking at the picture, it just looks like a freaking duck to me. Like, the grayish lower half of his mouth looks like a beak to me. I'm a cow, a COW. Oh, VA's age. I still have a few of them. Pig. How about we just call him Beef? Or spare ribs. I mean, at least it would make sense for him. But Bison, aka Beef, the enemy. But man, I think we still have a VHS play at home. Like at my parents' place, weirdly enough. We still have like Lion King 1 and 2 on VHS. And what's it called again? Pocahontas, Aladdin, all of the very OG Disney movies or Pixar movies on VHS. But now I'm curious, how much actually did you pay for them? Bum, 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 bum. Free, 3 days, really. The Anchorage mailbox was destroyed in wee hours of morning. From bright red bicycles and rose petals to the warehouse where bricks of flower beds are stored. mean, that's quite the mindset he has, I suppose. Email. Oh yeah, right. Huh. Right. That's gonna be interesting, I suppose. Bum, 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 bum. Really thin TV. People long ago would have been shocked, but not now. Is this just referring to when flat screens were kinda coming out? Like, I know flat screens were a thing back then, but were sort of still brand new. Right. It's not like because you're wearing something red that mayhaps... Yeah. Yeah, because I think they have... If they have like this weirdly exclamation point above their head, there will be a side quest, I think. I lost the money, boo-hoo. My grandson. Wait, does this mean I cannot help the other guy? Because I kinda remember it being some things a bit limited. Oh, never mind. Can you take multiple? I think you were only able to take on one side quest at a time. Is this also a change, perhaps? Likely. But what I should actually consider doing is going on a tiny break at the very least, because this little bunny is a bit hungry. So I will be back in a few minutes, and see you then in a bit. Ooh. Sadly, it didn't work. The bunny used Astonish, and it had no effect. Oh no. My brain is being stupid again. Exactly. Ooh. Also, I hope everyone had a nice break. I don't know how long I want to keep on going, but for a good bit most likely. I think his name is Chase or something. Is this actually legal? What I do here? Just snooping into the private life of people. I see no issue here. I won't be regretting my decision. I think. But I hope. What I should have maybe done is getting the other HP upgrade. Now to think of it. Before I should... Man. Match... They're a perfect match for Propel. I would never dare to call my... If he had stuff like that. Pellerman sounds very lame. Sorry to say that. Out of all things, why Propeller Man? Wait, yeah, I can run. I mean, I do get a nice amount of money from all of doing this. Sword, jet attack. I wonder, would it be... I think just saving up money at the moment is more wise. To maybe get something else from a... The... Fuck's sake. From another vendor. Also, what I might gonna do is... Since I have another save file on the very first slot of this one, if we get to the point of getting there. I might just gonna switch up these save files because I got a few better cards there, so I suppose that's something I can do. Was I in here? It's not like a huge chunk, but it's still something, I guess. Wait, was the camera off? Seems like I was in here. Oh, never mind. Dutch eye. Do I actually have to talk to Sir? No, that. War bomb cut. Sure. Mawa. Okay, how creepy would it be if a little boy just goes to an adult woman like her? At least I would assume so. And just asks about this very randomly. How creepy would that be? Yep, it's a banjo ride. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, excuse me, my mic might have picked it up, but I'm also currently eating something on the side. The bunny needs to snack on a little something. In our scurrying car. How old are they? That they have something like that. Or do they just mean bikes with that? Man, why would you ever say something like that? So he lost it next to them. What? Really? I was about to ask, what money? Or rather, where could it be? So, why? Why is she allowed to drive this? Well, who of them? That hung you out dry. Well, and oh gracious. Uh, how are you as fast as a car to begin with? I mean, if it's just made for like teenagers or something, kind of makes sense, but it could be as quick as them. Yeah, I really cannot skip this. Yeah, stop it. Lichten B. Gee, thanks, game. And now it's like all NPCs are basically gone with one finger snap. Which is something I never really understood. Okay, they did imply that they're going to sleep most likely. But gee, come on. I mean, they did say that, like this one guy at least, he didn't acknowledge the time, so it kind of makes sense he's now like at home. Me, I would never do such a thing. I always behave. I'm not a bad bunny. I promise. I'm a good bunny. Man. This bunny only would... I'm a killer rabbit. There we go. Is this not like... Yeah, I was about to ask. Is this not with the big one now? Also, the people are in the city not nice. They don't offer their carrots to me. Ah, there we go. There we have the star version. I don't know if that was a thing in the base game. Ah, there we go. Yeah. I don't know if that's what is a thing in the base game or not. Okay, now I have a question. Yeah, do they not get actually just hurt by that? Like, really badly? Yeah, he even acknowledges it. What's the worst it could... Oh yeah, those are the NPCs now, I guess. Get a hold of a battle card, will sometimes change into a star. The card will get powered up. If you use a star power in battle, oh, so basically... Okay, gotcha. Use one of the star versions of this card and every other one also gets powered up by that. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, with land or with Omega around it... God damn it. Here we go. I suppose it makes sense. Well, maybe the blue button is also a bit too rough to them. touch the balance or press the control pad on the right direction. Ta-da! This is a really welcoming change to this. That's something I really struggled with when I played the normal version with. It's so relieving it works as intended. Because that's something I really hated when playing with a few of these kinds of games. Red key and please blue key. Ooh, recover 30. I mean, that's why I don't wanna right away buy everything. Question is, what up by 10? Or up 10? Can change direction once, right? Would it be wise to put this one in? I mean, instead of a sword, maybe. Well, this is a bit of an annoying mixture of enemies, but guess that will do. What did I just aim for? Oh, whoops. Excuse me? I'm so happy I can do this without the touchscreen. I keep on saying it. But this is such a relieving thing that you don't have to worry about this anymore. I know it sounds stupid, but it just makes things so much easier, to say the least. Because the entire playthrough is just basically possible due to that. Ah, just nothing. star power is normally? Okay, that's interesting. So, if it's powered up, does it still have the normal effect then? I might be not finding it out now, but soonish, I think. Oh. Oh, excuse me. It hit my mic by accident. Beef. Mm. So, what did he do? Along for the ride. And have some guts. Speaking about guts, man. Man, that was something. Heterokeys. Heterokeys? Oh, most likely the ones that I have now to collect. Also, ground wave was actually really quick, Christ. Okay, let's see how this one works. Oh, it actually works as the normal one. Why would you want to use the normal version? That I'm curious about. Oh, whoops. Just hammering A. Okay, that's deactivated. And those backgrounds look a bit funky, don't they? Even though, why? Hey, why are they like this? Out of all things I get always messaged at this time of the day. The hell? Man, it's the blue with the blue blends in a bit. Too much. Small energy. There we go. I did it. Man. Thought I would again fail this. Pairing. Does this exist? That... Man. I really need to look into stuff like this, but... I don't know how it worked for Battle Network, but enemies being... 1 second. Okay, now. One enemy, like, you have fire and you're attacking fire enemy. Did they resist it, or did they take neutral damage? There we go, star fragments. airspread is actually kind of decent. Weirdly enough. Auf die 5, those 5 HP I don't mind. Now we're getting our real first boss. Someone like him. Seem familiar? Andromeda key. I will roast the beef. I will slice it down for good and will eat it. And I will have a delicious meal. A bunny eating meat. This just reminds me on... What was it? Monty Python's movie. I don't know the name anymore of it. Where the rabbit is just a killer. Now there we go. Yeah, exactly. It was. I think? I only remember the scene with the killer rabbit. Where the rabbit just slowly jumps out. Me neither. Me neither. It would be something interesting to watch. To say the least. It would be just interesting to take a sneak peek into something like that. Fair enough. I overall just know the scene with the rabbit slowly jumping out of the cave. They're saying, "Look at this monstrosity," and the rabbit just going ham on the knights, killing everyone inside. Anyways, before I keep on babbling, I thought I get his card, but out of all of this, I get a get a star fragment. God damn it! Now I wonder, is it even possible to get his card on the first win? I cooked that beef. But sadly, that roast was ruined. Now the question is, with the star fragments, do I have to collect like a certain amount for something later? That is something I'm very curious about for the post game. Because was there not something in Battle Network and the bug fragments? I don't remember really, honestly. Maybe. The music is still great from some of these old games, but sadly only certain ones. Man, he really looks mad all the time. Oh right, I kind of forgot to change the screens again. There was a beef monster guy. Bum, 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 bum. Jesus Christ. All the things but destroyed. This is such a 180. Yeah, there we have the destroyed mailbox. Christ. That empty space. So does this just basically imply that Geo itself still still feels very lonely? Or how do I imply things like that? Because otherwise Omega wouldn't have found him. Or did he find him through the glasses? The shooting stars. You're so ungrateful. In the sky. Well, speaking about it. My question is, why the frick would he need such a thing if they are like 200 years in the future? Is not a jetpack like much better? And well, I think it would make much more sense, honestly, that they have these kinds of things already. I like some of these animations. Christ almighty. For my people, my inventions. Well, speaking of going home, yeah. Oh, whoops. I think I just want to keep it at this screen at this point. I think it is a decent point to stop the stream here, I think. Because I'm also... The bunny feels a little bit tired, more than usual. As mentioned even, it was a bit all over the place, my working schedule over the last few weeks. I hope over March or at least it looks better. I wanna say, I don't know if it's actually better. Yeah. Unless they change things again, obviously. Anyways, before I keep on chattering about it again. So, I wanna stop here. I did enjoy it actually. So, I will throw this onto the onto the schedule for Thursday. Every now and then. Or at least do 1 or 2 more streams of it, just to see how much of it I actually enjoy. But so far, I really enjoyed it much better than the one time I tried to do it with touchscreen, which was really, really not going my way. And yeah, next week there will be again a change in the schedule for streaming. I will... Actually, I need to look at this again before I say anything wrong here. Next week. So on Monday, excuse me, on Monday we'll be streaming as per usual, again at like 8 or 9 p.m. and mayhaps even start off a new Pokemon game on the side, or at least as well do a small one-off, because I also want to check it out for since a really long time, since like a year or something. I wanted to re-experience Pokemon Gen 2, Pokemon Crystal, and people recommended oftentimes Crystal Clear. It's such an improvement. It has so many good changes, and it's supposedly the best experience or rather re-experience of Pokemon Crystal again. So that's gonna be interesting. And on Thursday, we'll be doing a much earlier stream than usual. So yeah, that's gonna be again a bit... Thursday will be a bit all over the place, most likely, for next week. But I do intend to continue this next week, at the very least. The little knight! disappeared. But anyways, the bunny is getting a bit tuckered out and wants to get some rest. I wouldn't mind continuing this, as mentioned, since I do enjoy it. I do enjoy Mega Man. But Battle Network was a bit... It really wasn't my kind of thing then. Admittingly. But, yeah. Yes, no. Oh, other person streaming Pegasus? Really? It's only me at the moment. Yeah. I kind of wanted to raid someone, but there's also none currently online. I mean, there's also like stuff like the other Starforce game, Leo, but since this was, yeah. Anyways, I don't wanna raid anyone that is playing Pokemon. Would be a bit weird. Either way, I suppose we're gonna raid someone on Monday. And gonna keep it then short for today. Either way, have a great night. Thanks for joining again and sleep well. Bye bye.